first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's running free down the middle. The tag. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's right. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bulls are marching down the field. Creates a little room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Inside the 50, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. Got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Panthers will hustle to the line.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route.
Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, FIU.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crawford. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And they'll knock him down. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's McNeil. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back, and the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Fakes to grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Running inside, it's Shelton. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Now on the option, they'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back to pass, it's Holmes. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The run inside. It's Shelton. Maybe a crease. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Off play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Carter. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Offense with jumbo personnel. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looks as if he's going to run it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And the Bulls need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Shelton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they fail to hook up on third down. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Pulls it in. It's Nelson. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. The run inside. It's Shelton. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right back to it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll give it to the back. Could be an alley. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Pulls it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. He'll try it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option, he'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run the counter. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. FIU will line up to punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got him. On the move at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Panther. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pitching.
There's some room. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. On the run, it's Burgess. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Takes a hit as he fires. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. Motion from the wideout. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. This quarterback part of their running game. Finding some room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Blake. Fires to the wideout. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus ride, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.